Hello everyone, I'm Duke and welcome back for yet another Warband mods video. I love Warband, and it's undeniable that the modding community has done some fantastic work with it, but today I felt like doing something different. Instead of looking for the most ambitious, immersive mods out there, why not try some of the weirdest? Mods, after all, don't all seek to achieve the same things, and sometimes the difference between a good mod and a bad mod is just the amount of time and effort that's put into it. Other mods are also meant to be experimental in nature, to see just how far you can push the boundaries of the game. And so today, we're trying some of these mods, and I can tell you already, these mods are by far the weirdest, dumbest, wackiest mods I've ever played on Warband. And purely by coincidence, all 5 mods I'm about to play were all made by the same modder. This modder goes by the name of Kill You Ready, and I gotta say, this person has a lot of talent, but also a lot of free time and imagination, and probably don't belong in this dimension. It's gonna be a wild one, so if you enjoy the content, make sure to like and subscribe as usual. Now let's go. Starting off, CSGO but Warband. Yeah, how'd you like to play CSGO but in Warband? That's what this mod is. Okay, new game. Oh, boom, just straight into it. Jesus Christ. Hardly any character creation, and forget about a world map or warbands for that matter, it's just a big free-for-all. You're stuck in first person, and much like CSGO, you got a whole bunch of weapons. The hand animations are actually surprisingly good, but what you see here is all you get. Soon as you run out of ammo, you move on to the knife until you either die or get bored, which for me took about 5 minutes. We have tons of grenades, but they don't really work well, and guns don't even reload. And you can have as many new games as you want, but it's always the same setting. It would be nice to have different battle maps, but choosing a custom battle options just caused the mod to crash. But hey, it's an interesting experiment. Only overshadowed by the fact that A, CSGO the game already exists, and B, it's free. As in free to play. So why would you ever port CSGO to Warband, and who would bother with it? Up next, Warcraft 3 but Warband. Yeah, the title is a theme, so get used to it. But jokes aside, with ambitious mods out there like Warsword Conquest that already brings Warhammer to life, doing the same thing with Warcraft would be very interesting. But I also assume it would take a lot of work, and I would not expect a single modder to make it happen. And so, even though the mod literally just got an update, like just as I was writing the script, the mod is a massive contrast between the great work that went into it and just how incomplete it feels. Starting the mod, you're immediately given a warband of 1,000 orcs. There's no direction, and you're just on the map. Which is nothing like Azeroth, by the way. It's just a completely flat, green surface, with 4 factions representing the 4 main factions of Warcraft 3. There is some scenery, which is nice, but the inventory makes no sense. What are these items? And why can't I see my appearance? Apparently, this is what I look like from the party window. But in battle, I'm actually an orc blade master. And to be fair, the scenery and characters look pretty decent. If it wasn't for that huge HUD, nearly taking half of the whole screen. I get they were trying to recreate the HUD from Warcraft 3, but damn! Also, see the map in the corner? It's the exact same no matter where you are in the game. And your character is represented by that nerd's face. What is this? Also, the background music isn't mine, by the way. This is the soundtrack from the mod. This really sets the Warcraft atmosphere, doesn't it? In terms of combat, there's not much to say. The potential is definitely there. Catapults are deployed and appear functional, but I can't even inflict damage on them. Gotta love though that the fighting animation, when visible, is the exact same as the original game, at least for the player. You can also use spells such as invisibility, which I tried while in the castle, and it seems to work. But both times I tried it in battle, it caused the mod to crash. I actually think a Warcraft total conversion would be pretty awesome, but this modder may not have the resources or proper sense of priorities to get it done. It's still a good effort though. But if you thought those visuals caused you a headache, wait till you see this next mod, KOF but Warband. KOF is an acronym for King of Fighters, which is a series of fighting games, but the whole point of this mod is to implement the 2D characters of KOF into Warband, and as you can see, this is weird. So not only is the first-person camera completely scrapped, but because your character is always technically sideways, you can only ever hit enemies if they are to your side. This is actually pretty funny. The music certainly helps. And it might just be that I don't know the game or the reference, but who even is this guy? He's not a badass, he's just really lame looking, at least compared to what I'm actually supposed to look like. Other NPCs are fully 3D, except for their faces. Yeah. But then there's other random 2D characters, including animals. I guess the goal was to make every character 2D, but I'm assuming the modder just never got that far. Next up, Air Combat, but Warband, which is actually a very vague way of saying that it's a Dragon Ball Z mod. Now there's something you would never expect. The very idea of porting Goku to Warband is just ridiculous. But here we are. And honestly, it's pretty impressive. Is this even Warband? The HUD is completely changed, Goku looks pretty good. And the controls? It's actually very confusing. Thankfully there's a guide on ModDB, though I wish it was structured a little better. Essentially, Goku can either fly or fight on the ground. You can choose between different power attacks, which drain your energy, so you have to refill frequently. Even so, the mod is very different from your usual Warband mechanics, so it's gonna take some time to learn. Not for me though, because I'm way too much of a noob. Nevertheless, it's a pretty wacky mod by Warband standards. And finally, this one was actually a blast. Violence Basketball, but Warband. This one is unironically fun, at least for a good 30 minutes. Essentially, every single battle in Warband is replaced with either a match of soccer or basketball. And much like with Goku, the mod doesn't mess around. Soon as you click on a group on the world map, be it Bandit, Lord or Caravan, you go straight into the game. And the games are stupidly awesome. Essentially it's regular sports, you know, get the ball into the goal, but also you have weapons, so you can fight off the other players that just keep respawning. Both parties also get troops in the seats above that are shooting down below, so try playing soccer while everyone is swinging swords around and people in the balconies are shooting at you. And goalkeepers aren't messing around. Soon as you shoot the ball, they just jump and spin like it's Shaolin soccer. In basketball, it's pretty much the same, except you can dunk too apparently, not that I ever managed to pull it off. But even shooting the ball up into the air, there's a legit risk it'll get stuck in limbo, at which point the game resets it in glorious fashion. Just what the hell was that? Currently those are the only two sports I could play on the world map. Doesn't seem to matter where you go, it'll be either one of those. But entering the camp menu, you can also play tennis. Though currently it's almost impossible to hit the ball back before it hits the ground. And you can also play pool, where essentially you just push the balls into the corners and the team that gets the most wins. This would actually be a pretty cool battle map in Mean Greens. And if that wasn't enough, while I'm currently fighting off World War II themed soldiers, the factions in this mod are ridiculous, ranging from Transformers to Naruto characters. Jesus Christ. And then add the music on top of that, and my goodness, this mod is the funniest I've ever played. In conclusion, these mods are not the best, but they do leave an impression, and I hope they give you a chuckle. But all jokes aside, one redeeming quality found in all of these mods is that KillYourReady wastes no time at all in showcasing his features. So for instance, if you want to play Goku, like it's right there, all on the table. But basically, all other mods had me start with maxed out stats, already a huge warband, and a lot of money to pay all of your soldiers. Essentially, all the mods are telling you like, you ain't got no time to go through the usual grind of warband, trying to level up, building up your army, and getting money. It's like, here's all of that, enjoy the mod. Honestly, a lot of modders could learn a thing or two from that. I mean, why would you hide all of your best features behind hours upon hours of grind when you could just, you know, give it to people? That said, it's the end of this video, so thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to like and subscribe, and if you have other weird, wacky mods for me to try out, well, leave them down below and there's a good chance I'll try them out. So thanks again for watching, and have a good one.